Hello. Today, my team and I will be talking about the ethics of artificial intelligence. Can machines be moral agents? This is our team. We have Asha, Shirley, Dishan, Elsa, Christine, Rinat, Sulaf, Pon, and me. I am Mariam. I am the group leader. The introduction. Rapid advancement in artificial intelligence have sparked debate about can AI be a moral agent? In other words, beyond simply imitating human cognition, we must consider whether artificial intelligence can be regarded as a moral agent, which means is it capable of comprehending, assessing, and acting upon moral principles. Determining AI's capacity for ethical judgment is crucial for responsible governments and designs as the technology increasingly impacts decisions in public services, healthcare, and the legal system. Why is it important? Making moral decisions in AI development is vital because it influences how technology affects people's lives. In technology for citizens, making ethical decisions help guarantee AI works for the common good, reduces harm, and promotes equity. As for AI in the medicine and healthcare, it protects privacy, aids in diagnosing patients, and ensures treatment equity. In law enforcement, it aids the enforcement of law while protecting basic rights. Responsible AI policies have such borders that allow control and prevent harm when moral principles are followed. Making AI systems for citizens embeds ethical consideration, making it possible for people to trust, be transparent, and abide by the human values, resulting in collective advancements.
Hello everyone, my name is Asha, and now I'll be taking over to talk about what is AI, also known as artificial intelligence. So AI encompasses of technology that consists of multiple cognitive functions such as reasoning, learning, and self-correction. There are two main types of AIs, the first one being narrow AI and the second one being general AI. What is narrow AI? Narrow AI is an AI which completes particular tasks. For example, the Siri in your iPhone or the self-checkout machines in grocery stores, which is what we encompass and categorize as narrow AI. The second form of AI is known as general AI, which is a hypothetical artificial intelligence, which is capable of carrying intellectual tasks, which is also categorized as similar to us humans. So general AI consists of ChatGPT, for example, which is an AI website which helps us to complete tasks such as assignments, help us with questions, or help us with solutions. So this is what we call as general AI. So AI currently in Malaysia is being implemented in multiple ways, such as the smart city traffic system, the MyEG kiosks, and facial recognition at airports. So this is how AI is being incorporated in our country. That is for my part. Thank you very much.
Now we're going to be seeing the ethics and what it means and philosophy. So what is ethics? Ethics or moral philosophy is a branch of philosophy that deals with the right and wrongs acts of a person. We also see that there's an ethical framework when it comes to AI, such as outcomes of AI decisions and the motivations behind AI's actions. In order to determine whether AI could act as a moral agent, one must analyze the underlying ethical frameworks. Now we're going to be seeing the key ethical theories in philosophy. So the first one is deontology, that is by Immanuel Kant. This theory mainly focuses on duty, rules, and obligations. So for an example, it would be compliance systems such as data privacy laws, which operate irrespective of the consequences of the organization. Next one is the utilitarianism, that is by Bentham and Mill. This focuses on the greatest good for the greatest number of people. So an example would be a public health AI that accelerates health evaluation processes and therefore saves more lives than previous lives that have been saved. And then we have also utilitarianism by Bentham and Mill, and virtual ethics by Aristotle. So this mostly focuses on the moral character of a person and moral traits such as honesty, empathy, and justice. And an example would be AI systems that encourage ethical actions and enhance trust.
On this slide, we're looking at how different philosophical approaches guide ethical AI design. Deontology is about following strict rules to protect human rights. For example, surveillance AI should respect constitutional privacy and freedom, and only collect data when it's absolutely necessary. Here, the priority is rules and rights over convenience. This approach focuses on maximizing benefits for the greatest number of people. In Malaysia healthcare, AI can reduce errors and improve access to services. However, this benefit must be balanced with risks such as over-reliance on AI or potential job losses. Virtue ethics is about blending goods values into AI, like transparency and empathy. For example, designing chatbots to respond fairly regardless of a user background help build trust and fairness in AI system. By combining these three perspectives, we can assure AI is not only powerful but also ethical, fair, and human-centered. Thank you.
So AI in Malaysia, there's a lot of progress and ethical challenges that's being made. So one of the things is Malaysia is actually currently embracing AI to transform its economy. 600 million has been invested in 2025 to boost AI productivity. So an example of it is smart cities in Cyberjaya. So what they did was they actually uses AI to optimize the traffic and energy. So the traffic jam, the congestion is decreased by 30% and waste by 25%. So they also use AI to prevent dengue outbreaks. They also use AI to guide the drone interventions to monitor the city. So the next thing they actually use is if you went to airport of KLIA, they actually use facial recognition to cut the wait times by 40% during the peak hours. For example, during the Hari Raya rush, they actually use AI to minimize the wait time during that, purely using facial recognition. So if you also use CIMB Bank, the banking tool, the bank. So what they did was actually they implemented AI also to detect fraud in milliseconds. So if they detect any weird signals, they actually stopped a $10 million phishing scam in 2025. So it actually proves that you can reduce scam by 60%. So what's the current application in AI? So what AI is actually right now enhances healthcare with basically they are able to detect cancer 20% better. And actually also for the palm oil industry, they are able to increase the yield by 15%. So there's also the Malaysian government is actually implementing AI untuk Rakyat training program for training 800,000 Malaysians in 2025 to upskill their AI skills. So what are the challenges for AI? Even though there's such a bright opportunity, the moral dilemma for AI is, will AI have bias? For example, in Cyberjaya, if there's a flood response, who would the AI prioritize? Would the AI prioritize the rich areas or the low-income kampongs? If the AI prioritize the rich areas, what will happen is there will be tremendous bias and ethical dilemma for the AI. So I'll pass on to my other teammate.
So here we can see three dominant ethical problems. The first one is data privacy. AI like KLIA facial recognition and collect a huge amount of personal data, and we have a law called PDPA, but it's not always enforced. AI follows rules but does not understand privacy or consent, so humans must protect people's rights. And then the second thing is bias in hiring. If AI is trained on unfair data, it may favor certain groups and ignore others. AI cannot see or fix this bias by itself, and so human needs to check on it. And then the third thing is lack of regulation. AI like chatbot, lawyers, or traffic control cannot take moral responsibility for mistakes. In Malaysia, rules for AI are still developing, so humans must stay in control.
So for recommendations, we have develop ethical AI guidelines. And to do that, we would collaborate with stakeholders to create national AI ethics frameworks, ensuring fairness, accountability, and transparency. And then second thing we have is public education, integrate ethics into tech and policy education, launch awareness, campaigns to inform users of their rights. And then third thing we have is increase transparency. You do that by implementing explainable AI so users understand their decision making, like for example, with job applications, why they might be getting rejected. Number four, ensure diversity in AI development teams. The government should work with stakeholders to establish national level AI ethics frameworks that ensure fairness and accountability and transparency. And last thing is incorporating local cultural and moral principles. We do that by Malaysia as a country, it should root its ethics in local values. This ensures AI systems behave in ways that align with international standards, also with the moral fabrics of the Malaysian society. Thank you.
Applying Rakan Nigar concept in ethical AI foundation, philosophical ethic plus Rakan Nigar Malaysia equal ethical AI design improvement. Applications of Rakan Nigar values. 1. Courtesy and morality. Chatbot needs to maintain respect and answer non-offensively even if the user is disrespectful. Justice. 2. Justice. Chatbots need to maintain respect and answer non-offensively even if the user is disrespectful. 3. Believe in God and loyalty to king and country. AI in government and education sector must treat everyone and every student equally, regardless of geography, is such a reinforces role. 2. For impact. Ensuring Rakan Nigar is embedded into an AI government and policy allow the technology to aid development whilst it employs Malaysia ADA.
Moving on, I'll be talking about the applying ethics for future policymakers. Artificial intelligence is already transforming Malaysia's public services, education, employment, as well as governance. But technical skills alone are not enough, so moral judgment is essential. To guide AI responsibly, we can draw on these three ethical frameworks, which first one is deontology, focusing on obligation and accountability. And the second one is utilitarianism, which is seeking the greatest good for greatest number. And the third one is virtue ethics, which ensuring integrity and strong moral character in decision making. And next slide, I'll be talking about the Malaysian context and vision. In Malaysia, our approach must also reflect the values of Rukun Negara, which the first one is justice, ensuring fair and equitable treatment. And the second one is respect, which is showing sensitivity to morality and culture. And the third one is unity, which making sure technology benefits every community equally. So moving forward, this principle must be embedded in AI policy, education, and development. We must ensure that as AI advances, it does not sacrifice human worth, fairness in society, and our national identity. And that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Deshan Varma, and now we came to the end of the presentation, which is AI in the present. So what we are going through AI now is the increasing intelligence through reasoning, education, and decision making. So AI today is rapidly evolving using reasoning, education, and advanced decision making to enhance problem solving, adapt to complex challenges, and support human progress across diverse fields. Apart from that, there are two types of AI Actually, there are a few types, but we took only two, which is the narrow AI and general AI. Narrow AI is the basic one, which is designed for specific tasks, language translation or facial recognition. It could not operate within more than the limits, which is like it cannot transfer knowledge between tasks. For example, it's Siri and Google Translate. That is basic AI. General AI is a strong AI that can understand, learn, and perform any intellectual task a human can. So it's like our level, same level as a human. And for example, it's like Chat GPT and that kind of AI. It's flexible across domains with the ability to reason, adapt, and apply knowledge in new contexts. So it learns through us and we learn through them also. That is the general AI. Okay, next, and we are going to talk about the virtue ethics, guarantees justice, integrity, and decency in AI design. AI today guided by all these three things into its design, ensuring technology serves humanity with fairness and moral responsibility. That's the main thing. We use AI wisely. So the overall conclusion, since AI lacks emotion and conscience, it is unable to fully comprehend whatever we want it to do. So AI developers and users must behave morally so that AI could learn, and what we can learn more about the AI very in an ethical way, which impact the generation which is kind of upcoming generation. So ultimately, it depends on the intentions, guidance, and responsibility of its human users. So if we use AI wisely, AI wouldn't use us, but AI would behave wisely. So we have to be smart in using AI. That's all. Thank you.